Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of Control. We are going to continue our game. It is a lovely morning here in Columbus, Ohio. Hopefully you all are doing good. I wanted to check something. It's such a weird way to calibrate. It's like you can't really... Can't really do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just adjust this HDR brightness that doesn't seem to do a lot. Where are we going? We're supposed to go this way, is it? Yeah.
There it is again. A welcome message. These are travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, Elgato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Various accommodations, meals, gas. I do wonder if a motel called Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us a budget to get 2 rooms. Sorry, it's making some noise. Get 2 rooms each night. Agent Raleigh and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Oh, jeez. Got quite the vision, it appears. Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Okay, so I can't go in there. I need to turn this control trigger effect strength down even more. These adaptive triggers, they're cool, but I find them just really... Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green is stable, yellow is low possibility of unanticipated building shifts, orange high likelihood, red frequent and unanticipated building shifts. Where am I supposed to be going? To understand, I hope we can... Okay, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. This feels like it's going to be an action arena. a shield. Cleanses bad boy.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Oh my lord. Okay. Always be launching, I say.
Communications.
We want to
on
go
the
to
right track.
Yeah. Check the rest of this place first. Machine God. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows, a new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, the fans plus the timing belt for my car's engine, and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. That's an interesting collection of things, but this is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address in the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use it to dialing plate on God.
You are the words, the song of the song.
Alright. Is that everything? I feel like there's got to be a bunch of stuff down here I missed. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene in the usual spot, the corner table cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading.
Stepping to the earth machine, there's lots to do, there's lots to be, but you don't touch, and those 3 months, let's join the treasure keys. Let's join the treasure keys.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry, Meg! What happened?
I don't know. She blacked it out.
It's like the director says, confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Okay. That was in no way disconcerting. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand them. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix a lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, it's not. I assume I get more. Is there a way to, like... Is there like a crafting or something? I just feel like I'm getting a lot of these little pieces and I don't know what to do with them. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they had never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. Flies around at night and sings devil songs. It says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. And there's stuff all over the place here. Greetings, Dr. Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bardwell. Did I go in here already? Yeah, okay. So let's go to communications.
You're home. You remind us of home. You've taken your box with you. All hierarchies. Under the conceptual reality. After this all lost, this cliche is death out of time, breaking the first, the second, the third,
You alright, buddy? Got you, buddy. Yeah.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss
Oh.
latched onto it.
Ow.
We need to cleanse it.
Okay. Okay, croucher. Oh god.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. R1 to grab. Yeah, I remember telekinesis. Oh. Be cool. I don't think there's anything ever hidden in these areas.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
There's a lot of guys here. Okay. Gotta get these key cards. This game does it to the auto eye adjustment. I hate it. I hate it. I'll double check and make sure it's not my TV again. Like it should be turned off, but I just hate the auto brightness adjusting. Oh, it doesn't pause the game when I'm in that mode, okay. Good to know. Book Club Notes by B.L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech, and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population using those brain worms, and the space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. I get the impression that that person and I have much different tastes for media.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
So I'm being a little quiet because I want to hear the background comments. Reinformation campaign summary of Willow Awe, AWE. Okay, national news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attacking the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to blank. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. It doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank and blank for off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out.
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Come back to that in a second. Jeez. Can't turn the light switch on, right? So easy to get turned around in this game. Okay, so this is where I came from. Yeah, that's where the room was. Okay. Let's go up here and check things out. Oh. What is that in there? Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I explain this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all the sectors by restricting the use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in the sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via directorial override and the maintenance once the director is satisfied the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal, nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code-red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once. A, the threat has been neutralized. Well, there you go, baby girls. B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. I hear the janitor. Okay, so we can't go in there. Okay. Tough. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contains portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP address. The following are confirmed identities: Patrick Strugens, Rubens... Oh, there you go, sweetie. Rubens Noguera, Arturo Comulaike, Christopher Miles Bolin, Jacques Sarinen. These individuals are in a breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation teams. Further action is pending. Internet usage rules. Not for social media. No FBC materials of any kind can be scanned or uploaded. FBC email addresses are for work-related correspondence only. Level 5 clearance required to access the internet. If a cubicle's black rock shell gets damaged, vacate it immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. If you notice any text in your work that you do not recall writing, vacate your cubicle immediately and alert Mr. Tomasi. Do not connect internal comm devices to the network. Printer is for communications department use only. Altered items are forbidden in the cubicles. Notify security of any breaches immediately. They may require internal lockdown. So why is this one connected to like ropes and the other's not? Oh, they just been cut? Okay. Okay, we can't go in there yet.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's Suspicion Con. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chiller spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, we got the floppy disk. 8-inch diskette containing solar nuclear launch. When bound, the object allows power utilities to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound to blank for research purposes. Stolen from Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA, the diskette contained launch codes to blank missiles believed to be reserved to use against blank. After returning to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team, and informant the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Okay, yeah. His research. Okay. His resonance field is a physical impediment that's difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access to Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, or destroy the His entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of His resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made by His resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the His? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the His? Pumpkin, no. Shh. To what degree is watching and planning refer to blank file report? Sorry, she was clawing the couch. Hiss corrupted ranger. Okay, this is one of the guys I just fought. Well-trained, well-armed expeditionary forces. Their Hiss corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face the threat during the AWE response. Hiss rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Considering the advanced training of the Hiss rangers capable of applying this situation as feasible, consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree. Whereas the Hiss able to tap into the combat training and utilize it, further observations required. Refer to blank for full report. And yeah, these are the standard guards. Bureau's many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quickly to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use standard issue bullpup rifles they carry prior to the corruption, while armed guards carry pump action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception of certain Hiss guards are protected by shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. And the shield, the result of prolonged Hiss corruption. Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have the level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts to tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat? ? These are all questions for later, though it's obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge of their use of weapons. Refer to blank for the full report. Okay. Now there was a guy here. Yeah, this thing.
This must open the door.
Good lord. Alright, I feel like this might be like a boss encounter or something. Yep.
They can fly now. Great.
Okay. Is there something I need to do to stun him or confuse him in some way? Okay, cool.
They can fly now. Great. Got me going.
These guys do a lot of damage.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Okay. Yeah, that guy wasn't too difficult. They do a lot of damage, but... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, let me go collect my bounties down here. Don't see anything. Alright, the spatial disappearances were traced to the home city of Butte, where Bureau agencies discovered a translocative light switch cord. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of the local celebrity located blank blank, which had been connected to a total of blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled a light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord of the Butte's home closed disappeared during the incident. Or closet disappeared. Okay.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds that Alton Adam would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Alberto.
Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed.
Tomasi, head of comms. The hiss got him. The hotline can't be far now.
According to their testimony, the agents have been transported from Butte home to roadside motel, named the Ocean Motel and Casino. Discovered the room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel card found inside this room, found inside this room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owner and the other locales of Butte have been attributed to a light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the blank and blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is blank, but initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a blank blank. I do remember going to like a motel at some point. I don't remember much about it though. Security log. All visitors must check in. So it's Bill Everett. Dr. Trench. Carl Bishop, custodian. Okay. I see you. Okay, that's where I came from. I might speed up the controller sensitivity just a little bit. Oh, that's a lot faster. Okay. I don't like how it. Yeah, a lot of games do this where you press it and it's a little bit slower and then it builds up. I just want it to be universal. Oh, geez.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Notice. Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. Law of 3 applies. Ritual attunement required. Agent must orient and anchor motel to their personal frequencies. Okay. Guess that was not the correct thing to do. I hope I don't have to kill that boss again. That would suck. Okay, good. Let's try that again, I suppose.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in
Okay, this got reset to yellow.
Been here before?
Okay, yeah.
No.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Okay, I definitely remember this. I don't remember what we do in here, but...
Hello? Anyone here?
Sound design of this game is really cool. So that opens that door. Okay.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
My pumpkin. Okay, so I just use that. Is that me? Where's that though? Back to the astral plane. Good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing? Can I run by it when it's... Okay, so don't mess with those things.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Alright, I just saw a bunch of collectibles. Case files. Hotline. Object should be inaccessible for use except for the director. Object is a 1960s era red big light telephone. Baby, be nice. Be nice. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the blank. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal blank. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origins remains unknown. Multimedia, yeah, we saw that one. Hotline.
I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing. Ringing so loud I can't hear the voice I'm straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially.
Okay, I've heard that one.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau, everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. I can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control. The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Okay. Okay. Hiss elevated. Hiss elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies to Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets, while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording in parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible these individuals are bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify the expression latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to blank for full report. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, let's head back and then we will call this video. Oh, this is new. Oh, we looped back to the director's office. Okay. To all executive staff, I know there's some concern regarding operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards. Zachariah Trench, Director. Okay. Body's gone. Blood is still there, though. I don't know who that guy is. Okay, we can't. Yeah, we only go to Central Executive, right? Yep. What's up, buddy? Well, how long have I been recording? All right. Okay. We could go talk to... What's her face? Yeah, there's more people now. Yeah, we'll go talk to her for a couple minutes.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Oh, I remember this area. Initial impressions analysis of the Hiss threat, Part 1. The initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse materials and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work needs to be done. Refer to the file blank for full report. Okay. Okay. I hear you, Jan Etor.
Hi, Jesse.
Okay, we've
Thanks, Emily.
talked
I'm
about
sure
all
I'll
that
have
stuff.
more questions soon. Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I'll go look.
I can't tell. Is that Trench? Is the next one me? Just walk in and become the director of this place?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
Here? But we don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring in an observation unit from the containment sector. I'll put in a request with them.
Those require a lot of those resources. So mods. Okay, so you can make these mods better? Or we just make them? Okay, let's do this. Abilities. Oh, this is our upgrade tree? Okay. Launch damage, melee damage, energy, health. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. That seems kind of useful. So let's increase launch damage. Additional weapon form slot. Additional personal mod slot. Additional personal mod. Okay, so the more I spend... I'll grab a little bit more life. Let's grab more launch damage. Awesome, okay. Kill enemies with a service weapon in Pierce mode. Kill enemies with service weapon in Shatter mode. Service weapon in Spin mode. Using charge, kill enemies at the in the executive sector. Okay, I don't know what these are. Oh, I can choose 3 at a time? Okay. Using charge. I don't know what charge is. Grip. Shatter. Oh, I can change that at any time. Okay. Well, I got another slot. Hold on a second. Oh, I can like create different weapon modes. Okay, so grip's what I've been using, which is like a standard shooter, I guess. It's a reliable semi-automatic fire that's deadly at short and long range. Okay. Refund chance on hit. Damage while on low health. Sure. Oh wait, I only have one of those. Okay. Keep reload speed. Projectile spread, projectiles fired. Damage won't. Yeah, let's do projectiles fired. That sounds good. I think I lucked out getting this rare one. It's a level 3 or so early on. Okay. Okay, let me grab countermeasures. Alright, so Shatter I've got. I don't have Pierce mode yet, so let's abandon you then. Kill his rangers, the executive. Kill his guards and the executive using spin. I don't have spin. These two combine, I think, so that sounds good. Okay, we'll try that. So these are like little things.
Hope has asked us to document the hiss incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Alright, this feels like a good place to stop, I think. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody.